inheritance? What is an inheritance?
Extending properties of some base class to their child class.
Exactly. Anybody else?
So it is a method through which any one class inherit the properties from its parent class.
And what is the advantage we see here of inheritance? Bigger advantage.
So less code,
Less
code
code,
reusability.
code reusability, less code. Yes, yes. Yeah, these two are the bigger thing. Less code and code reusability. Vice versa, same thing. If I'm reusing some already created code, I have to not write that code for that requirement. I can use that. So, little theoretical part here you see. When extending class, the subclass inherit all the public and protected methods, properties and constants from the parent class, right? So if I draw this something, if I draw this in my note, I have this uh, class and I'm naming this base class, right? And I'm declaring some properties like some are public dollar name, one declaring protected dollar course, one declaring private dollar date, something like this, right? Also I can use some methods, public function. I can use a, suppose that I'm using function A, then protected function B, then private function C, then I'm doing something, right? Now I'm creating one child class child, right? This class is clear, na? 3 are properties and 3 are
Yes, sir.
methods, right? I'm creating a child class and then I'm writing extends what? Base class. So in PHP, what we use to inherit a base child class?
Extends.
Extends, right?
Extends.
So what will happen? What are the things will accessible from if I create? What are the things of accessible in this class from child class, parent class, base class?
It's a public protected data member.
Public protected data members, right? And
Same also said public protected functions.
public protected member functions.
Functions, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All these accessible, right? Also, if there is constant which is public and protected, will be accessible here. Clear? So in short, this is the inheritance, and this is the visibility of different type of properties and methods. This is useful for defining and abstracting functionality and permits the implementation of additional functionality similar to object without the need of re-implementing all the shared functionality. We have to not rewrite, I can just extend. Clear? Private methods of the parent are not accessible to a child class. Child's classes may re-implement a private method themselves without regard to normal inheritance rules. So, if this is the private, right? So, if you want to use this in child class, so you can write again here. Suppose this private is there, but this is not accessible in the child class, na?
Yes.
So same thing you can write, same function you can write here and you can use.
Yes, sir.
Clear? So see one example here. What is the example? You see, this is class 4 till here. I have one public function, another is public function. I have created another class and extending to 4. Then I'm writing again this print item. This print item is also here and also here. And creating objects from both. So 4 print item was, what will print? This will be called, no? You see? Which method is this object is calling?
Yes, sir. Base class print item.
Yeah, base class print item. Similarly, same object calling print PHP, this will print PHP is great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right.
Now I have another object from this
Extended base class.
extended child class, right? Extended class. So if I'm calling this method, which will be called? This one or this one? This is also print item, this is also print item. Which will be called? This will be called. Right?
Yes, sir.
And print PHP. Now I'm writing through this. So if you see the footer, what is it? Var print PHP. Now it will call which method? Print PHP from base class or child class?
Base class.
Because in child class
Base class.
this function is not available, na? Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Now see this scope resolution. We have already used this one, so but theoretically we'll talk this one. A scope resolution operator, also called Pamaim Nekudo time. Maybe someone has invented this one. I don't know the name of that person, but or in simpler terms, the double colon. Either you say the scope resolution operator or double colon is a token that allow access to constants, static property or static method of a class on of its parents, right? So like you see now how here is constant. How you access the constants? Class name and then scope resolution, then the constant. I've already shown this to you.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to access, so see what is this did? Created this class name as a variable and then constant accessing. Same thing. Or just write the class name without creating this as a variable and access that constant. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good, good, good. So, is this clear or should I demonstrate this? Guys, any one of you? I'm not able to hear anything. Clear?
It's clear, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, great.
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice, nice. So, now also, this scope resolution operator, how this will be used inside the function class, right? See this class. This was my class, right? Simple. Now I'm extending to the child class. So let me write this one. I think instead of talking, writing is much better, na? What do you say?
Yes.
I am creating a PHP file. Here I am creating class. What is the name of the class? First one is my class. My class, and then constant I've used const and constant value, right? And some values, some constant value, right? Just I can give any value which is constant, right here. So how I can access this one, this constant?
Through my class, then echo my class, then scope resolution operator, and then constant
yes,
value.
yes, you are absolutely correct. Constant value. This will print now.
Yes, sir.
Scope resolution dot php. You see printing now some constant value. This
Yes,
is
sir.
this is the way you can access. Suppose I am creating one child class. I am giving this name is class other class, and I am also extending the parent class. Okay, extends my class, right? And then here it's declaring a public static what is the variable name? My static dollar my static, and giving some values, static variable, right? And then it's also writing a one public function, static function, public static function double colon, it's given double colon, right? What doing here? Parent and self. So if I have to print this one, what I have to use? If I have to use this constant, what I have to use here? Parent, then this constant echo, and if I have to use this, which one? This one. If I have to print this, so I can use here echo. For the static, what you have to use? Self.
Self.
Self, na?
Yes, sir.
Self, then my static, okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Whenever you're trying to access any constant value from the parent class, you will use the parent. And within the class, if you're accessing, what will you use?
Self.
Self. Now,
Self.
now here I'm typing other class. I'm calling other, what is the name other class? Sorry, other class colon. If I'm calling double colon, will this work or not work? Because this will work because if any method is static, I can call this method directly using class name and method name. Clear? Here constant you are accessing from this class.
Yes, sir.
Now this
Yes,
method
sir.
is
Static.
static. Also this value you can print, like if I echo my static, how this name changed? Other class, okay. And will this work or not work? I can call constant with the class name. I can call the static value also with the class name.
But again, where is other class?
Other
Plus
class-
again a change to my static.
Oh, why this is changing? How? Now it's working?
Yes, sir, working.
I don't know how that is happening. Some magic is happening. You see? So if any property is static, I can call using the direct class name. If any property is constant, I can call directly class name, right? Even if any method is and class name, and the intent of this exercise is how to 4 places you use this scope resolution operator: parent, with self, with constant calling, with static calling, and now with static function calling. You see? Working? In this function, I have used parent one and printing this one. So I am calling this with the help of class name and then scope resolution and then calling function. This is also working. So understood?
Yes, sir, got it.
Interesting.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
great,
sir.
great. So it's not interesting like a movie or interesting like something food, but this concept is amazing, right? Sorry guys,
Yes.
you have to, what we can do, we have to all understand these things. This is parents method, we have already discussed this one, right? So uh, here my class, it's just printing echo something is doing, it's not parsing anything. So here if the derived class or the this is the child class, how I can call the parent function with the
Parent would.
scope resolution. Suppose there is a protected, this function is protected and function, because in the child class only protected one can be called, na?
Yes, sir.
So message, and I'm printing echo base class protected function is called, right? Now if I try to access, how I can access this one, how can I call this method? May I do like this, parent this, we can do like this. Actually this is non-static, na, so we'll not able to call this like this. So if I create a public or private, what public function call base so if I create an object here, $obj equal to new clear guys, protected function is called, right? Base class protected function is called how, like this. Here I'm also using some scope resolution operator, na?
But sir, you were doing the same thing previously, but why didn't it work?
Here,
Now it is working.
here
Yes. Yes, sir.
it's not working because this method is static,
Oh, okay. Okay, understood, sir. Sorry.
right? This was the problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Clear? Okay guys, now let's next topic. As the static, already I think we are lots of things already discussing and then coming. How the static function we declare, public static, right? Static keyword we use. Declaring a properties or method
Yes, sir.
as a static makes them accessible without needing an instantiation of the class. So if this static function, I can directly use the class name and the what?
Method name.
Method name, we have already worked here, na? We have already seen here. You see, class and calling, na, here, because this is static. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Great, great. Similarly, we are also able to access the static variable here, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now, so could you one of you just write a simple code to use a static function, a static property in a static function, and show the result of whatever the function you are calling. Could you please try first this one, static?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.